Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. So thank you very much for the chance participating in the third iCanal International Conference on English Language Teaching 2023. Here I would like to present my research paper on the title of Students Paraphrasing Strategies Through Verbal Report Protocols. My name is Banu. I'm as the first writer, and Erma will study as the second writer. Right. So let's step to the background of the research. Applying academic skills, academic writing skill, normally students require some technique on academic skills. So one of the important academic skill here for students is paraphrasing. Osima and Hope 2000s describe paraphrasing as a way of restating other ideas, meaning, and information in our own words. So here, in doing paraphrase, students should have engaged and understood with the ideas from the source material while still recognizing the ideas that they are discussing are not their own. So Campbell in 1990 argued that in order to be success in academic writing, students should appropriate integrate their ideas in the form of other sources. So the lack understanding the ideas of paraphrasing may result in the suspect of the case of plagiarism, or we can also set as academic dishonesty. So we see from the picture here. So this picture is taken in the importance of the issue that analyzing or mapping students' paraphrasing strategy through verbal report protocol. Oxford and Osima Bailey 2007 state there are some ways of paraphrasing known as paraphrasing technique or paraphrasing strategies proposed by Osima and Bailey. And then they suggest that paraphrasing need to modify the vocabularies and the sentence structure. So here, the vocabulary modification may use the affective synonym or change the word order. Meanwhile, the sentence modification may alter the sentence structure from active to passive or reverse the chronological order. While Oxford here at 1990 organized some strategies using by students. She confirmed that there are some strategies in paraphrasing, especially in learning strategies. So this study tried to merge Oxford learning structure taxonomy with short paraphrasing instruction. So the function here, or the aim of the research, is that to mapping the students' strategies of paraphrasing, seeing from verbal report protocol. So the major is derived from Oxford, the major strategy is derived from Oxford, and then the paraphrase strategy is taken from Sharp. So this cues link to strategy used paraphrase style is shown as the table below. So this is a table. So when we read for the Osima, Oxford 1990, she presents there are some strategies, some learning strategies. The first is memory strategies, cognitive strategies, compensation strategies, metacognitive strategies, and then affective strategies. While Sharp in 2007 proposed some cues of students' paraphrase strategy. So, for example, in memory strategy, for direct strategies, grouping word from original source to the other classes, elaborating or associating unknown word from the original source using imagery, using keyword, and reviewing the structure from the original source. So this research is combining strategies used by Oxford and Sharp 2007. Okay. About verbal report protocol here is noted by Park 2009. It has been widely applied to investigate the process of students attempting in learning performing tasks using their own strategy. So here he also adds the mind process. So what we call as a verbal protocol here is is a kind of protocol in which students are what is it focusing on how do they have an idea of answering question, or how do they what it solve the paraphrasing the paraphrasing task here. So this protocol, verbal protocol here start with administering the task of students, and then they are encouraged to verbalize the thought content. The verbal report may occur concurrently with the task finishing or college right after the task accomplished. So about the methodology, this research is qualitative. As we know that based on Anderson's, qualitative research is a research in which we as the researcher use multi-reports to interpret, understand, and explain the meaning of the phenomena in natural setting. So the research is qualitative, and then the subject of the today were 8 students of SKB Jombang, selected from 14 students who already enrolled the recruitment of the research. All subjects were in the 6th semester students who had already taken English Writing 1, 2, and 3 courses. And this becoming the selections we take the subject because we believe that they are already master some technique of paraphrasing, and also have sufficient vocabulary since they already got the paraphrasing material in Writing 2 courses and the 3rd semester, and this is Writing semester in the semester 5. So hopefully they will do paraphrasing pass because they already got the materials. And then the subject of the token is taken based on purposive sampling. Here we use a pattern which states that purposive sampling is non-random method of sampling where the researchers select information rich cases for study in depth. So for understanding or to apply for Erickson's verbal strategy, it is applied in what we call as talk aloud, think aloud, and ended with thematic review. The subject all paraphrase 6 sentences provided. They should verbalize all what they were thinking while they were completing their paraphrasing that hopefully reveal their strategy. All of the verbalization was recorded, and at the end of the work, they involved in stimulated recall interview. So after doing the verbal report, we interview them to understand about, to ask or to confirm about their paraphrasing strategy. Then this is the picture of methodology. This is qualitative. What we are going to find out is about paraphrasing strategy using verbal report and interview. Then we collect the data. This is also about the step of data analysis. Then for the finding and discussions, from the finding, the result of the verbal report and interview conducted to all subjects showed that they use verified steps of paraphrasing strategies. So here students using a variety or many steps of paraphrasing strategy in the table using cognitive as we can see from the following table. So students seeing from the direct strategies, students are seeing to be more using cognitive strategy in reading the material. All of them are finishing or doing the strategies by reading. The second one is by recombining the synonym. So the main phenomena, the main activities, or the main strategies here, that they read the instructions, they read what is it, the paraphrasing sentences, then they will do what we call as combining the synonym. So they try to translating the original source. It takes for 70%. Then the next strategy is memory strategies, applies 52.1%. And then when we see from the convention strategies, most of them, in 75%, not all, they use dictionary to look up for new synonyms. And then for the indirect strategies, the metacognitive strategies conducted by students, mostly the student doing self-monitor for their mistakes. Then they doing their self-evaluating for checking passing work. And finally, what is it? They identifying the purpose of language class. This strategy is seen or taken from analyzing, conducting a research or the analysis on their verbal protocol. So for the discussion here, we can found that, however, obviously, this, we can meet, or we can find some limitation in study. The first is about the subject here can verbalize only thought and the process about which they are consciously aware. So this process, they are automatic and executed outside conscious awareness are not likely to be included in verbal protocol. And other means of assessing such process must be used. Also, nonverbal knowledge is not really reported. Even though we are already training them, we already pursue them, we what is it? We ask them to do or to finish the recording as they like, so in their natural setting. The second one, the researcher discovered that the subject used a variety of strategies which did not always conform to their self-reported perception of what constitutes effective and appropriate paraphrasing. For example, some subjects verbalize an effort to avoid direct copying by citing or referring to original author and mentioning the source, but in fact, most of them forgot to write down the citation. And the third here, we can conclude that using taxonomy issued by Oxford is very helpful in mapping out the students' paraphrasing strategies. Well, in conclusions, we can found that the result shows about 15 integrated strategies from direct and indirect strategies applied by Oxford classification. The first one, we can conclude that most of students using cognitive strategy here takes 100%. They read to gain understanding and recommending the sentence. Then the next step or the next strategy, using different formula and pattern from the various approach to paraphrase the work, translating the original source and summarizing the original source for 25%. The next strategy is memory strategy. Elaborating or associating unknown words from the original source is becoming the highest strategy, 52.1%, using keyword only 27.1%, and using citations, finally, only 4.2%, and grammar change in paraphrasing. The third is compensation strategy. They are likely 70% of students using dictionary or thesaurus. For the meta-cognitive strategies, 66.7 students use self-monitoring for mistakes, problem, and then self-evaluating, identifying the purpose, and the last, overviewing and linking with already known material. The next is effective strategy. It only takes 68.8%, Their strategy is taking the risk, is using unknown cues, and the last, they also use social strategy in which they develop cultural understanding to the nature of paraphrasing. Well, I think this all the presentation. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Have a great day, everyone.